All right. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me make sure my mic is on properly. All right. Okay. All right. I think that is proper. Oh, one more. One more. Okay. Cool. Forgive me, I'm checking things. And I'm always trying to be professional, but I'm like, why am I doing that? I know this stuff, I can just show it to you wherever I'm at. So I'm gonna, okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, let's make sure. Yep, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So we're talking about my favorite thing to talk about, which is marketing in a total different way. So let me share this part of my screen here. And I think I want this instead. So, how to market like a social bee. So, this is a part of being a solo entrepreneur or a solo entrepreneur within this academy. So, when you are working by yourself, there are certain technologies, platforms, social media things that you can use in order to promote or market your business or whatever you're doing. The last live that I did where I was talking about business and we spoke on how that word, how we're changing how that word is viewed. We're not looking to try to be big business. We're more so trying to just bring awareness, educate, or and entertain people with whatever it is that you do, whatever your talents, your skills are, whatever you love to do that you can make money from using this style of platform, this way of marketing, this way of connecting with people. So, what is social media marketing? Let me go over to that. What is social media? So, you're watching social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, any of these applications that allow you to connect with people across the globe, all over the place, not just in your particular area. And I'm speaking like our old school methods of being out in the streets. We only focus with the people that we know within our community that we can see face to face. But the truth of the matter is, we have social media, and all of these platforms allow us to connect with people across the world. So that's what social media is for. The way that you connect with these people is what you post. This is called content. So when you're posting photos, when you're typing out your thoughts, when you are creating videos, or just doing a live video, just talking, any of these forms of content is what you use to connect with other people. It's also a good way to communicate with others, your family members, your friends, sometimes your enemies. But it enables you to connect with them as well, share information, express yourself. It's so much that you can do with social media itself. So, here are the top social media platforms that I use. There are others that are out there that are doing pretty well, but YouTube is one that I use the most. It's the one that I started using first. Very well versed in YouTube. So, you got any questions or you'd like to know about how to start your own YouTube channel and also how to grow it, I can help you with that. I've been doing it for over 10 years and I've been paying more attention to the back end of it and not just the throwing out the content at you guys. So if you don't know my other channels, I'll show that to you a little bit later. But these are the social media platforms that I use. Instagram was the second that I came across. Facebook really was the second I came across, but Instagram comes before Facebook mainly because I use Instagram way more Then I use Facebook. Facebook for me is more so personal, so I don't do a lot of advertising on that, but I am planning to do that. I am shifting to that. And since I'm reacclimating myself and relearning how Facebook is going, along with I think the Metaverse suite or how they're doing that, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm educating myself on that and then share it with you guys so you can see if that works for you as well. It's something I want to do anyway. TikTok, I've started with TikTok. I think this year or last year, can't remember, but it's fairly recent and I've been posting on that. I love TikTok. It's still fairly new to me. So I am still learning the algorithm itself and how to work around doing my social B content there. And then Pinterest, which this really should be the other way because I love Pinterest. I tend to go to Pinterest. It's the first thing that I go to when I'm looking for ideas, if I'm shopping or anything like that. So social media platforms, these are the top 5 that I use. If you have any social media platforms that you use personally and or for business, just comment below this video so others can see what it is that you use. And so that I can see, because you may be using a platform that I probably need to go into, like LinkedIn. I'm already throwing it out there. I already know what I need to pull myself into, but I'm moving a lot slower than usual. So these are the platforms. Type down below, comment what other platforms you use, and then let me know how you use them. Personally and professionally are the 2 ways you want to balance out. How, let's say this. When you're looking at social media, the first thing you want to do is pay attention to how you use it personally. Okay. What do you pay attention to? Is it the photos? Is it the videos? Is it the written content? Do you like to read? I like to read. So I'm always looking for in the comment section or in the course description or anywhere where the creator has typed out some information for me to find them or whatever it may be that they're offering. I like to read that stuff because I'm into marketing and I learn from other people. So consider how you use it personally, and that'll help you figure out how you want to use it professionally with your business or with whatever it is that you like to do. So notice how you use it, and then take those pieces and kind of pull together a strategy. And I'm going to demonstrate today. Pull together a strategy. Cool. Pull together a strategy that works for you so that you can do the social B marketing strategy. So I just mentioned what social content was. So just to give you a better understanding of what it is, it's either video, it's images, it's audio when you're speaking, and it's copy, or in other words, written paragraphs, descriptions, whatever they are. This is social content. This is what you post onto any social media platform, is either a video, just an audio, or copy. Okay. Now, what is social B content? It's that type of content where you're providing an image, you're providing either a video or an audio or something in written form, where your purpose is to bring awareness to something, educate on something, or entertain. And entertain can be anywhere you want it to be. You are honestly expressing yourself. So let that be however you enjoy doing that. But if you want to really connect with people, educating people and bringing awareness is one of the top ways to make money, because people feel value when you're trying to teach them to be self-sufficient. This might just be my only personal way of thinking, because this is how I like to roll now. But I think it's you connect with people a lot better when you are educating people on what it is that you do or what you enjoy doing. There are so many people out there that love the same things that you do. So when you're showing them how you do it, and you are allowing them to see how they do it, and then they're being added value to themselves by adding on your skill or your talent to the already skills and talents they have, with the same things that you do, and just look how that grows. So I like to call it social B content because you're on all platforms. You're using one content that does all three of these aspects in one, and you're just sharing them in all of the platforms. And that's how you can connect with other people. So this adds value to others. So make sure whenever you're posting content, you are bringing awareness already by posting the content, but you do want to make sure that you're educating. It doesn't matter if that education is in a video form or if it's in a photo, but writing has to be involved in that. And just writing a few paragraphs is not always, just writing a sentence is not always the best unless that's all that's needed for a particular type of advertisement. And I'll get deeper into that a little bit later. But these are the things that you want to make sure that your content does: bring awareness, educate, and entertain. So we're going to discuss video. And we know that video is king in the social media world. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, cool. So since video is king in the social media world, not that images and things that we write or type out, like social posts that are just a picture, doesn't mean that they aren't credible or they're not possible to bring awareness, educate, or entertain. They can. It's just we have noticed the way that social media is being used, that people appreciate short form videos, and they prefer to have them in this, wait, let me see. They prefer to have them in this kind of like this format as opposed to this format on their phones. So usually when somebody is on their phone, they're still holding it this way. It's very rare you see a lot of people hold it this way unless they have no choice or they have the time or whatever it is they're doing. They could just sit and just do this. But most of the time people are like this and they can put their phones down. So you have to think about how people naturally use the most used device in their life. So with that said, the long form and the short form, the difference is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. If you know what those look like or those videos are, they're in the long form. And not only in their long form, they're usually no longer than 3 minutes. I believe on Instagram, depending on your account, they can go about 10 minutes. Mine can go a little bit longer. It just depends on how long you've been on social media and how long you've been building up to it. So that's what your short form videos are. Now, your long form videos, where, for example, your screen will be like this. This is how you would record, even though people will hold their phone this way. You guys see me? Even though you can hold your phone this way, the video itself is in this long form. And that's normally your YouTube, your usual YouTube videos. And I believe with Facebook and LinkedIn, you'll be using those long form videos. So you can do long form videos. They're very intimidating. I'm being honest, because when I started my YouTube channel, it wasn't as intimidating, but it is because it's so much information out there. At the time that I started in like 2011, I actually started 2009, but in 2011 was when I really started to start my own business, and that's Beauty Cut Right. So, and that's social media. That's what I was doing. So the long forms are a little nerve-wracking because you have to think of all three of these factors all in once into a video. But if you're just doing it just to entertain, it's a little bit easier. But I am understanding now, during this time, social media, especially YouTube and Facebook, it's a lot of it's a lot of information, and we're just not sure where to turn to, what to look for, and some of it is just useless information. And this is my opinion though, but some of it is just useless information. It's mainly because they're just entertaining, which that's okay, because we need some entertainment to take us away from certain things from time to time. But to be successful with your business and using this platform, especially YouTube and Facebook for your business, it's better to pay more attention to bringing awareness and educating. And so talking videos or any type of videos that you can creatively put that format together, that would be your best bet. So since we know video is king, it's better that you do YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels. And if you have a lot of content, a lot of information, you really want to educate someone or you really want to entertain someone, um, and that's a part of bringing awareness, you'll just go to YouTube or do it on Facebook. But you have to have the patience to build your YouTube channel. Facebook might be a little bit easier, but it takes patience to build the YouTube because it's just so many people on this platform, and the algorithm is just trying to keep up with so many people with so many talents and skills, and they're expressing themselves. And that's amazing. But like I say, social media is a necessary evil. That's why I say it's just so much out there, and some of it is just useless information that can kind of distract you from doing the things and fixing the things that you want fixed in your life. So there, I've said it. So there was one more point I wanted to bring out about social media. Well, no, I don't need to do that. I think I probably would do better if I demonstrate the thought that I have. So before I do that, let's talk about how you can plan your content. Okay, so you already know content. The king content is video. So your shorts, your reels, your TikToks, that's king. So this is why I use CapCut or InShot. Well, I actually use them both, but CapCut or InShot are great for video editing. And you can do all of it on your phone. So you don't have to, switch devices or anything like that. You can also do it on your laptop or your desktop. There is an app, CapCut app for that. If you're one of those who like to do big video productions, you are able to do that with CapCut and InShot on your computer. But I prefer to do everything from my phone because I'm not always sitting in front of my computer. Anchor, which is now called Spotify Podcasters or Spotify for podcasters. I did it in the last live, which was last week. This is for those of you who like to just use audio. So that means you like to do podcasts. So that's what you can create from. Your social media may be a little bit different. If you need assistance with that, I'll make sure you guys get some help from me when it comes to the podcasting aspect of it, because the way that you'll market for that is very different. So yeah, the way you'll market for that is very different. Canva is one of the best social media graphic design platforms out there. There's more. I'm more familiar with Adobe because I taught Adobe at College of Creative Studies. So all of the Adobe platforms is what I am familiar with. But it's great to know that those of us who know the Adobe platforms have created applications like Canva that allow for those of us who don't really have all of the time or feel they have all of the knowledge. And I say feel because you can have the knowledge, but you may not feel that you have it. And it's mainly because you're looking at it from a user standpoint instead of looking at it from, oh, I use this. Because I use this, I know how to actually produce it. So Canva is great. You might feel like you can't design. You can, because you see it all day. It's just that platform. And I'm going to keep pushing it. Canva is one of the best to help you create anything without even your face involved. You can create any forms of videos that you like without even putting you involved. So Google Docs, for those of you who are writers, for those of you who are presenters, because you're looking at a presentation that I created in Google Docs. So you need Google Docs. Not only that, when you're planning out all of your content, you can do it in I believe, a CSV file, and you can plan all of your content there, and you can take that CSV file and transfer it to whatever platform that you use to schedule out your content. And that leads me to automations. And these are the 4 that I like. And I put MetroCall first because it's the newest. And 2, I find it by far the most valuable for your time and your money because it doesn't cost you. Like Preview, Plannerly, I'm saying it right, and Later. These 3, I like them. I used Preview for a good 2.5 years, but you have to pay for the scheduling. There's only so much that it will allow you to do on different tiers or different price points. So that's why I pushed Metrocool, however they're pronouncing it. I pushed that to the number 1 because it allows you to do 50 posts. And when you do 50 posts for one platform, and it's free, and it schedules it out for you and it posts it. So imagine how easy that is as opposed to having to pay and you're only just dealing with one account. Now, if you're dealing with multiple accounts, it does cost. So instead, I'll just show you what that looks like. I think I want to go to this one. Let me remove this one from the screen. Let's look at, yeah, let's look at this one. So this is Metrocool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you how I'm pulling together some content for Wig Making 101. Yeah, I'll show you how I'm going to pull some content together for Wig Making 101. Show you how I do it in 4 steps. So this is Metrocool or Metrocall, whatever. You see the free side. You see what it says for free. You get to do so many things, but it only allows you to work with one brand. That means whatever your business is. The one that I'm working with in this video or in this live is the Wig Making 101. So I have certain social media platforms for that, and I'm still building on other ones. I completely pulled it from YouTube for a reason, and I'll talk about that later or somewhere else. But for free, one brand. So for me, my one brand, Wig Making 101, it's offered on Facebook, it's offered on TikTok, and it's offered on Instagram. So those are the 3 platforms that I have, social platforms that I have that I'll be posting my content to. So it allows you to post up to 50, I believe, pieces of content a month. So every month, and in the month, you're only posting maybe 30, maybe less than that. And I'm going to show you how you can do less than that and probably only plan twice out of the month. And after you've done it this way for maybe 3 months, you'll have enough content that you can keep rolling and rolling. So I'm just going to show you just the first 4 so you can keep building you can keep using that same strategy to build a full year of content. So yes, but this is the pricing, but it's fairly inexpensive for 5 brands. So if you have 5 businesses, social media businesses that you are working with, the starter is really great. It's only $22 a month. I know you see 18, but that's for the year. So what is it for the year if we say annually? Because I'm not about to try to do this right now all at once. Okay, $216. That's not bad. Okay, so $216 for the year. That's not bad. And it's up to 5. I have 4. So no, I do have 5, but there's one that I'm still slowly building out. So, but use the free. Use it for one account. And if you have more than one, here's my suggestion to you. Just sign up in several different accounts. It probably has different accounts. Like, say, for example, I have Body Cut Right, Beauty Cut Right, and I also have Wig Making 101, and then I have Solo Entrepreneurs Academy. Those are 4. So that means I'm going to have 4 Metrocool accounts. Now, if that gets to be too much for you, then you can pay for it. I'm just saying you could do whichever one works for you. The free side and just have an account for each one, or you can just do where everything is all in one place. And that's great for those of you who are social media content managers, even if it's just for your business or for others, for your clients. Or it's good for those like me that have all of these multiple social media platforms. And it's just easier for me to go on one space and see all of it in one place instead of having to log out of one to get into the other, even though I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'll still do that. So that is what Metricool is. So let's do this. I'm going to talk about what I do when I get my social media content together. Let's show you this screen first. So the first step, so this is 4 steps, and this is how I do it. The first is gathering and organizing all of your content, videos, everything, and I drop them all into Canva. It does not matter how long they are. They can be 10 minutes long. You can still put them into Canva. Now, I pay for Canva. The free version I used for quite a few years before I decided that it was just better for me to just pay for it because all of the things that you're able to do with it. So let's see. Let's screen. Let's share my Canva. Here we are. Okay, so I'm in the middle of something here. So I'm going to go back. All right, so this is my Canvas, not Canvas, Lord. This is my Canva account. And so as you can see here, Wig Making 101, Solo Entrepreneur Beauty Card. These are all of my my folders, and I have everything organized a certain way. So when you have I'm working with content that I've had for years now. So all I'm doing is going through my YouTube channel. You don't see all of the videos. I have them all, and just kind of like downloading them and picking out pieces that I think will work for me, and then creating a video for it or just uploading it straight to Canva. And I've created a template. So this is what the template looks like. And this is a template that I'm going to use across the board for all of my reels and TikToks and some of my shorts. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing, but we'll see. I'm only talking about TikTok and Instagram reels in this case for Wig Making 101. So this is going to be the same platform. It does not matter, the same template. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. What you'll notice with the same template that I'm using is I do have the logo. I do have where my courses are going to be located so that they are aware of it. And then I do have a title because this helps with the, when you go on to your Instagram, and I'm going to show you something too. There we go. So when you go into your Instagram, this is what you're going to notice. This is what my Instagram looks like now. So I cut it off here. I've had a lot of videos, but this gives you an idea. If you go to it, you'll notice that it's the same exact, layout and everything. There's the logo is there. I didn't put the other logo on that side because this is old and this is when I had it on YouTube. So now that I no longer have it on YouTube, I've changed the logo and where everything is placed, but it's still the same. And that's what I have. So yeah. So I have all of my videos here. I have this one that's meant to be in the center. And then this is my cutoff and my reset. I don't know why I'm saying cutoff, English language, but this is my reset part. And I'll do the split screen in a short for YouTube. But this is what I choose to do. And then what I'll do is I'll set up or create a bunch of videos like this. And then I'll schedule them to go above that. And then I'll create this, schedule it to go above that. I hope that makes sense. So that's my cutoff or my reset for whatever amount of content that I'm going to do. So instead of me doing 30 pieces of content, because I just think that is just outrageous, I just do. Too much exposure can be it can water down the quality of what you're doing. So don't always feel like you got to jump to throw content out. Take your time and put out quality content. And that's why I'm doing them in increments of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I'm doing them in increments of 9. Along with that, I'll show you another concept that I have. Let's see if it'll go through. Yeah, there it is. So on my beauty cut right, Instagram, this is what it looks like. So I use my name, my logo, or my brand name, and then I separate it with 9 pieces of content. Is that 9? Yeah, that's 9 pieces of content. It just doesn't look like it. But there's 3 rows and then there's 3 columns. So that's how I had chose to set up and plan my content on pretty much all of my social media platforms, because that's how I like to do it on Instagram. So, with that said, let's get back to it. So, I'm going to show you how. So, this is the content, and we are going to. Oh, did it take you to the other one? Okay, let's go to this one. I don't know what that one's for. And this is the one that's showing. So I'm going to click this, and I think I'm going to. Oh, now I see. It won't show it to you because as soon as I switch the screen, I don't want to share my entire screen. So I'll just go back and just show this one. All right. So this is what I mentioned, and I just realized it wasn't showing it to you guys on the screen, but this is my TikTok and my reel, and it's also a short because it's in that long form. I have my logos that I want on there, and I have my title, which helps with the way that your profile page looks on your social media. And I'm specifically talking about Instagram and TikTok and shorts because they're long form. So that way you don't have to work too hard of creating a whole nother thumbnail for your long form videos, those portrait style videos. So this is one of them. Let's see. I have my uploads, and what I'm going to do, let's see if it'll duplicate it for me. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm trying to figure out how many times I want to duplicate this. Okay, we'll do 4 for now. But what I would do is this would end up being a very long video and I would end up chopping it up as needed. Or you can just keep duplicating this and it's a waste of time doing it. It's just better to do it all in one and then know how to edit and chop it up and post it. So I'm just gonna do 4 for now. So I have 4 and it's a long, they're long, and each one is going to be different, so you'll see what I mean when we get there. So the first one is stain, how to make wig caps, toppers, toupees, and lace closures. That video will stay. In my uploads, I have videos that I can place in there. Where is the video that I want? Let's take this one and I'm going to drag it onto this one. This is when I start to cut, I am cool. Okay, and then this is a different one. I'm gonna keep that whole video. All right, and then this is the next one. So let's see. Let's take that one. Using is called a blanket stitch, and you see a diagram. I'm gonna check it. Okay, I don't know if I like that one, so I think I'm gonna switch it. Let's try this one. So that I can make my markings inch by inch. So what I'm going to do is every inch I'm going to make a mark on the tape itself. All right, so we have that one, have this one, and this one should be okay. Cool. It's long. If you find that you need to make any adjustments to the image itself, I'm gonna double click and say if it's far away, you can kind of stretch it out. Is it gonna let me stretch it out? Oh, that's something else. No wonder. So I'm gonna move that out the way so I can see what's this. There we are. So usually you'll have, this is on top because it's supposed to make it a little bit darker so you can see the text that's at the top. But you can create your templates from however you like, or let's see, or you can create a template, or you can use a template they already give you. But I need to, or if I wanted to adjust this, I'm just going to move my my shape off to the side, and then I'm going to double click on the image. That way I can adjust it how I need it to go. Going through, is that better? Okay. That'll work. Okay, so then I'm gonna put that back over. Cool. And I have one more. I think, I don't know if I like this one. Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna put it on this last clip because I'm doing 4. So this cap, and you see it adjusts to the time that I have. Most of these, if I'm not mistaken, are no more than a minute. So I'm up to 3:03. That's good. Cool. I like where this is. So just kind of checking to make sure that the video is centered in a way. Now, it does have audio, meaning that I'm speaking in most of these videos. And by me speaking in these videos, I keep them just like that. That way I can choose to upload them with my voice, and I can choose to upload the same video with music and take out my voice. Or I can upload it with my voice and add music, bring the music down a notch as far as the volume so you can still hear me, but there's music added to it. So you have three ways or three options with it. So instead of trying to add all of the audio and all of that within your video, it's better to just do it, just to leave it at its whatever you have on there, instead of trying to add audio here in Canva and all of that. It's not really necessary because you're just really trying to duplicate a lot of content. And this is where I'm at this point. If you are fairly new and you haven't started anything in this aspect, you need coaching because you need it specifically for what you're doing. So I'm going to be presenting and showing a lot on how I do it. But the only way you'll be able to do it yourself is if you continue to teach yourself like I do for me, and sharing to you how I do it, or reach out to me. My information is in the description box of all of the videos here, and we can work out something where I can help you get set up, at least help you get set up with everything. So all of these are cool. So this one, I think I'm going to keep that title. This one, I'm going to keep that title. Wait, no, I'm not. All right, so I'm going to change this one. So this text is going to be different. And this is all caps, how to make a topper base. I think that's all I want to say. Cool. And then I'm going to bring it down because my arrow is really just pointing to the video, and then I have it point to the text so that lets you know exactly what this video is about. So you see this one's different, and this one's how to make a topper. Let's see what this one is so I can be sure. Change this one. Mm-hmm. How to add measurements to your wig head. So many names for this: canvas wig head, mannequin head. That everyone has different words for it, but I'm just gonna say wig head for this one. So how to add measurements. Let's put an S on the end of that. To your wig head, and then let's click that and pull that down just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and then this is the last one, and this is how to make wig caps, toppers, toupees, and lacement. Nope, we are going to call this how to make a full lace wig cap. Did I want to say something new? That's it. Cool. And then let's see. Cool. So I have 4 pieces of content. In other words, it would be 9. So I'm only just doing 4 just to demonstrate. So I'm putting all of it together, making sure it all visually looks the way that I need it to look. And then I download it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then I'm going to download that. And I'm going to show you guys something else. Let's see. So hopefully you got that. All right, so we know what step one was. Let me go back. Step one, gather and organize all of your content, put it all into Canva, create everything that you need to in Canva. You just saw me do that previously and change text and logos, whatever you need to do to present it. I like to present the exact same thing over and over again, not the same, but you know, the template is the same, that where there's no confusion, people can go straight to the content that they want. So I want to make it easy for them to read and see and recognize what it is quickly. That's very important. And then using chat GPT. So I think I'm going to remove this and show you guys something because I'm getting ready to download this. So let me stop sharing this. I'm going to download this really quick. Crap. Before I do that, let me show you this. Okay, so when you download from Canva video, you have options. So all pages, and what it will do is it'll ask you if you want to download them separately. Otherwise, it's going to automatically download them all together. And if you download them all together and separately, now you have kind of like 5 pieces of content, in other words. So if you did 9, you do it all together, you have 1, and then you have your 9. So that means you have 10 pieces of content that you can work with and play around with. But in this case, if you have the premium, which is what I have with Canva, it's better to download the pages as separate files. That way, this makes it so much easier for you to upload them right to your social media platforms and or your content management program that you choose to use. So I'm going to download all of these separately. I want them separately, and it'll download it in a folder with all of them separate. All right. Cool. So Chat GPT. Instead, I wish I could show you this. Can I show you that? Let's present this. It doesn't. So let's see if it'll let me share my entire screen. Yes, it does. But what it'll do, so hi. Is it gonna let it do it? No, it's not. So I have in notes, because it's across all of my platforms. So this is what I do. I already have my base social media copy ready. So when you post anything on social media, it wants you to describe the video or say something witty or whatever and add hashtags. So it expects you to do. But when you are trying to create social B content, one of the most important things you want to make sure that you have there is how are people going to contact you or buy your services, or you have to have something that gives them a way to connect with you. So I already have it in my notes. I tend to just copy and paste from there. But if you are not exactly sure what to say, use Chat GPT. So Chat GPT, it sounds so funny. It's AI. I'm just going to say that. So when you use AI, so I'm going to show you what I have because I think that's cool to share with you what I have for ChatGPT. All right, so let's share this part of the screen here. So this is my chat. This is my AI, and I have a lot of things that I have been researching over the past since I've even known that this exists, and could be very helpful to me in my own business. So you can ask for, okay, this one is says, write 10 ways to ask cosmetology professionals to provide their business info for others to find them. I put that in there. Write 10 frequently asked questions a person with. All right, this is a good one. So, write 10 frequently asked questions a person with hair loss or thinning hair would like the answers to. You can pick one. What are the common causes of hair loss or thinning hair in both men and women? That's the first question you see. But you see, I have 10 because that's how many posts you're probably going to be able to do, with the exception that one of them is the longer form because all of your 9 is together in one video. I hope I'm making sense when I'm saying that. So you can use the first question, and then what you can do is you can take all of that. I'm going to copy it. And then down here in the bottom, I'm going to paste it. So if you don't know what I just did, I pressed Command C to copy, and then I pressed Command V to paste. So that's the short keys that you use on your computer. It might be different on your Windows computer, HP. I have Apple, so I have a MacBook. So I just placed it. Is it at the bottom? Oh, there it is. Okay, so what are the common causes of hair loss or thinning hair in both men and women? You can see what it tells you. And I recommend you cross reference this type of information, see if it makes sense to you on a personal level, and then to others. If it makes sense to you on a personal level, you can use it. If it does not make sense to you on a personal level, do more fucking research. Don't just post stuff out on social media just because you're trying to get it out there. You when you're adding value to people, you want to be responsible with the way that you add value. Now, most cases, our AI platforms are pretty much on the nose with a lot of the information. I'm just going to be real about it, but you still should cross check it. So say, for example, your written post, I'll use whatever video that I have because it's all about wig making. And when you're making wigs, more than likely you're making it for clients who have thinning hair or actually have hair loss that makes it impossible, somewhat impossible for their hair to grow back. But you can use any of these as your putting your text, the text part of your content. So the first one is talking about alopecia. You can put that in there, so you can put the question first, then give one of the answers, and you'll do this for each one, and you have 10 pieces of content. So the question, then the answer. There's 10 possible answers here. I think there's more. Yeah, there's 10 possible answers here. Put that in there. And then at the end, your call to action. That call to action is a way for people to know how to reach you, buy your services and products, or just connect with you. Where do you want them to go? What do you want them to see? How do you want them to connect to you? That's what should be at the end of your written form of information that you put in your description box. And then hashtags. And hashtags are very important because that's how you can get your content in front of the right people, not just any people. So when we're on social media, our goal is not just to get likes. Our goal isn't just to make money. It is, but your goal is to build trust. That's the point. So you're building trust by bringing awareness. You're doing that by opening yourself up and adding to your social media. You educate them, use the AI system to cross reference and use that content. It's less writing for you to do. I don't have to do any writing. Just copy and paste to what I need, and then I'm done. And then what else you can do? Make sure that you are entertaining as well. So if you are not into that, you don't have to, just as long as you educate. I'm an educator, so that's how I do. But I'm an entertainer because I'm just being me right now. So I got this. All right, so you guys get this part. So if you don't have this account, it's free. I don't know what you're waiting on. I just started talking more about this, and I've been using this in other areas of my business as well. This is the Topper course. This is all of the links to products and things like that I've been able to acquire and research. So use it to your advantage. You get the same information that I do. You don't need someone else to give it to you. AI is amazing. It gives it to you. So you don't have to rely on no one but yourself. I'm just providing you the tools to help you do that because you do know what you know. And what you know is enough in order to do what you want to do. So I just want you to look at it from that standpoint. So now that we've got that part clear, the last thing is the automation. So the content is done, the copy is done. Okay. So your videos is done. What you're going to put in the description box or whatever they want to call it of your video is done. Use, AI, and you've put your call to action. You have your hashtags. Now you're going to push this over into an automated platform. So I mentioned that the platforms that I used to use was Preview, Plannerly, and Later, and now I use Metrical. And I only have one account for each one. Hope that makes sense. We're just talking about Wig Making 101. So that is in its own account. I don't have an account for all five. I mean, all four. I just have one account for that one. And yeah, you got it. So let me show you Metrical. Let's see. So my connections, there we are. When you sign up to this for your own platform, for your own brand, that's what you're going to see. So in the top left corner, you'll see that it says Wig Making 101. It's your brand. It's going to ask you to connect all of the platforms that you have. Okay, so you'll go to the second on the left. It's called Connections, and this screen will pop up. And you can see that I have three that's already the ones that I mentioned that are already connected. My TikTok is here in the first column. My Facebook is here in the second column at the top. And my Instagram is in the third column at the top. So those are connected. I may at some point connect my Beauty Cut Right to this account because I think I'm planning on taking a lot of my Wig Making 101 content to that platform. Not sure how I want to explain that to you guys yet. So I'm just telling you just that for enough. And then I will be adding in TikTok ads and a Facebook ads and a Google ads page. Because see, these are different platforms. So you can have, it's good to have a Google ads, it's good to have a TikTok ads and a Facebook ads. So I'll show you how I'm pulling that together later. I just want you to see how I pull just the beginning part of just getting content out. So this is what I use. You connect them, and then you create your account. You'll connect the social media that you can connect. There's one thing you want to make sure of. If you have an Instagram and it is not attached to a Facebook page, a Facebook business page, you won't be able to use it in the free aspect. You really won't be able to use it at all because Instagram and Facebook is together. So it's expecting you to have those two together for the Meta Business Suite, the Metaverse Business Suite. So make sure you have Facebook and Instagram for both. Uh, And then I think that's it. Cool. So at the top, you have analytics, which I don't have any analytics. I haven't started yet. And then inbox. messages. And then planning is where you will go to plan your content. And then you can create new. And this is where you will post all of your information. So your video, you'll be able to post your text that you need to put there, your, let's just do it. So first I'm checking for my presets. So this is auto publish. It's as a draft for now. So for Facebook, I want to post it on Facebook, or do I? Okay, I'm going to give it a title right now. So that means I don't want it on my Facebook. Yeah, cool. So I only want it on my Instagram. There we go. And then my TikTok. All right, so my Instagram and my TikTok is on, but my Facebook is off. The only reason why I understand and know that is I'm looking here at the bottom, and those are the only two presets that I need to adjust. So there's an arrow here. I don't think I need to because it's already a reel, and the presets for TikTok, it's already a video. I'm not disabling comments, the duet or the duo or the stitch, so that's cool. I'm going to add a video. All right, where is the video? Did it download? I don't think it downloaded properly because I don't see it. Oh, okay, there it is. It is complete. 2023. Okay. It's seriously missing. Where are you? In the middle of putting some content up and you decide to not be here. Let's go to recent. It's seriously missing. It doesn't want me to show you what I'm doing next. Probably because it just doesn't want to, huh? Okay. So you would upload your video here. Once the video pops up, it'll show it on that right-hand side. And then you can put all of your text and hashtags and things right down below, and then you can schedule it. So when you schedule here, so I'm just gonna press cancel here, but up here is where you will change the date of when you will publish it, and then you'll press save and it will do what it needs to do. And not only that, if you're posting this in here and you want to publish it now, you can click that button as well, and it'll automatically publish it right after you've completed everything that needs to be completed inside of this part of uploading your content. Now there's another thing, it's still the same. I'm just going to cancel this and accept that. There's an auto list. And I've created one and then I deleted it. So the reason why I deleted it, because I wanted you all to see what it looks like before I pulled it all together. But when you're creating an auto list, that means you are creating content that you know you're going to post on a regular basis, same day, same times, all the time. So when you create this auto list, this is what it'll look like. It'll let you know where you want to publish it. You can give it its name. So, say for example, this list is um, wig making by sewing machine. Like that's one of the classes that I have. So that means all of the content that is related to this particular theme will be in this auto list. Okay, and I may only have one, I may have five, but you want to have it repeating and use your short. Okay, cool. You can have it repeating or not. When you have it repeating, it will repeat based off the days that you choose. So let's see. Let me say I like 12 p.m. Sunday and Monday. Okay, and then I'll add another. I prefer 10 p.m. Thursday, Wednesday, not on a Sunday. So I like those days particularly. But you can do them on repeat. But this is the timing, and this is the auto that timing that it'll do. And then what you'll do is you'll insert your post and start building. Start adding all of your content into it. So that's what you'll do. I'm not going to go too far into it because I'm expecting for you all to pay attention to my YouTube channel and the things that I show you in order to do it for yourself. If you need assistance from me, contact information is in the description box of videos. Contact me. Text message is better. The number is there. I'll respond. Give me 24 hours to do that. For that. And then you can pretty much do what you need to. So I think I'm going to save this. Is it going to save? Yeah, it saves automatically. So I have enabled on, but I'm going to cut this off because I don't want anything posting. So here we are. Or did I post it? Maybe I did. I don't know. I hope I did it. But I'll come back to this and be able to click on the actual title, and I'll be able to go back into it and adjust it and change it how I need to. So this is really where I would plan all 9 of my posts within this one, and I'll separate them based off what they are, and then I'll plan them out from there. So that's the other option that you can do. So you can go straight to the calendar itself and post each content one by one, or you can do the auto list, post each content one by one within that list, and then schedule it out. So that's one of the reasons why I like Metrical. Preview was just getting a little too crazy. I couldn't seem to figure out how to schedule the reels and the stories. But on Metrical, if you pay for it, I believe your stories are added in it as well. But I prefer to let my stories be based off the time it is in now and not really a lot of advertisement. It's just really showing my background or behind the scenes type things when I'm dealing with stories. But stories are a great way to bring awareness and to get a lot of people's eyes on your content, is using stories if you have an Instagram. So, and that's the same thing with your Facebook as well. So I think Facebook shorts, or they probably call it a total different thing, but this is how I would do it. So With that said, those are your steps. You organize all of your information. Make sure that it's easy for you to find. Put it all into Canva so that you can create it. Make sure you have a template that you like, you design, you have fun with it, however you want to do it. Use AI. Chat GPT is free. Use it to create copy so that you are educating people in your writing and you're bringing awareness. Let them know where you are. You need a call to action. However, that call to action is up to you. You want them to follow you. You want them to call you, text you, whatever that is. Let them know where they can find you or the information or buy the product. And last but not least, once you get all of this content together, put it into a system that you can constantly repost. So you are automating you. So it takes maybe an hour to 5 hours to create everything that you want. And then a couple of seconds, everything is posted for you for the entire month or in a 2-week increments. I like to do things in 2-week increments. So instead of doing it out a full month, I try not to follow the, I guess, I don't follow the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday type way of doing things. I like to follow everything according to the moon cycles. So we're in a new moon. So this is new. So this is why I'm showing this so I can go into the next aspect of what I'm teaching. So that's what this is about. This is how I do it. So I can show you this last part. Yeah, that's it. We got clear on it. So I just wanted to make sure I got everything. So we're clear on what social media is. We're clear on what content is. We're clear on what social B content is, meaning B means to bring awareness. The third E is to educate. The last E is to entertain. That's how we are able to share who we are. And then social media marketing, I just showed you the strategy that works best for me. I use only Canva. I use only free stuff. I mean, even though I pay for Canva, these are all free things that you can use to manage your business and market it and put it out there. Do you have to do 30 pieces of content, 50 pieces of content, 100 content every day? No, you do not. One post a day is good. One post a week is good. Just put yourself out there, but make sure it's quality content. Don't try to get all of this content together just to just be throwing it out there, because you're not going to get anything from it because of the energy you're putting into it. You have to change the energy you put into it. So make it fun. That's one. Make it a little less so you can stay grounded and so you can stay focused with less content. And you just keep reusing that same content. All you can do is just go back and change the titles and do whatever the heck you want. So make it a little bit more easier on yourself. So I hope this was helpful. Next week, well, I don't know what's going on next week, so I won't tell you that yet. So if you need any help from me in any way when it comes to setting this particular part up, if you already have content, you already feel overwhelmed, you're not exactly sure where, the first thing I want you to do is find everything that you have and put it into a digital folder on your computer. So anywhere that you have it in a cloud space or anything like that, if you choose to use that, that's great. But put it in one localized place, all of your content. If you already have a YouTube channel or you already have social media, the truth is you already have a lot of content. You're just going to need to learn how to recycle that content. Do that first. And then the rest, if you need help from me, I'll have information down below where you can contact me. And I'll see you guys in the next live. Love you all. Bye.